Let's broaden out our conversation now to the wider labor market. Recent data suggests the post-pandemic hiring boom may be coming to an end, with both job openings and job growth slowing in recent months. Unemployment also ticked up slightly in August to 3.8% from 3.5%, but still within what we're calling the Goldilocks zone. For more on employment trends and what's behind the cool down, let's turn to Tom Gimbel, LaSalle Network founder and CEO. Tom, welcome back. Good to have you with us.
Good to be with you, Tyler.
What is causing the slowdown? Is it as simple as the Fed?
Yeah, companies have to plan for year end for next year. We have an election year coming next year, and the good times don't last for forever. And I think what's happened with the Fed is, while the economy is still showing that it's unbelievably resilient in the employment sector, it's still something that gives leadership and CEOs a sense of, I don't want to go too fast.
So where have the cutbacks, to the extent that there have been cutbacks in employment, are they mostly big companies, and are smaller and mid-sized companies still hiring at a brisk pace?
That's exactly right. Politicians for years have said the small and medium-sized businesses are the economic engines of this country, and I think that's true no matter what party you're in. And when you look at what's happened in big companies where you see the layoffs, Microsoft and Google and Meta, those companies hired way too much and way too fast during the pandemic and coming out of the pandemic. And now that that's in our rearview mirror and we're looking at this, those people are either doing startups or going work for small to medium-sized businesses. And I've said before, Tyler, is that it used to be that if you were in an industry 30 years ago, you were kind of pigeonholed. Today, skills are much more transferable, as well as geographic location. So it's really a different market than we've ever seen before.
That's really interesting. Tom, let's kind of pivot to talk about maybe the most hot button issue in the workplace right now, which is work from home. Its disappearance and the leverage with employers versus employees have the upper hand. What are you kind of picking up about the satisfaction people have with their work from home arrangements?
Well, I think the employees who have it and they like it for whatever reason is good for them when they were allowed to have it. But times change. I mean, I was talking to a client the other day and they were asking me what the rules were for the definition of work from home. And what it used to be was, if you work remotely, you still had to have daycare or childcare for your children. Otherwise, it wasn't the same as legitimately working. And when you have people who say today they can't get childcare during the main hours of the day, they were kind of double dipping that how can you be giving full attention to your job and being a stay-at-home parent simultaneously? Those are both really full-time jobs if you're going to do it. That's why you have daycare or a nanny situation.
You put them in front of the iPad, and I can crank out 3 to 4 hours.
I don't know what it's like now. My kids are 19, 21, and 23, Kelly. But we had technology, we had TVs, and I'll tell you, they were still climbing up my leg and slapping me in the face when they had the opportunity. So it's easier said than done. And I think what we've got to look at holistically is working from home and working remote is why we're doing this, and what the situation and the problem is with the employee-employer relationship. And what we've had is the power shouldn't be in one side or the other. The power is going to be a supply and demand model. And that's always the way it's been, and it's the way it always will be. When there's greater supply, it drives it down. When there's less supply, it drives it up, meaning wages. And that's just what the capitalistic society is. And for too long, we've been trying to make it about geographic region. I had a client this morning, talk to me and say, I had employees that relocated to California during the pandemic, and I didn't realize that California has different wage laws than the other states. And we realized that we were breaking the law by not paying them a certain way. Well, welcome to the new world. And so there's a lot of things that are out there. Should the employer be penalized for that because an employee roguely moved to a new location? I don't know, but it doesn't seem fair, and we've got to navigate these waters together.
Very quickly, where has the hiring slowed the most, and where does it remain the most robust?
Well, the most robust that we continue to see is technology. And when I say that, I don't mean tech firms. I mean security experts. I mean cloud infrastructure folks. I mean people that are implementing new software and ERP like Workday and Salesforce and SAP type programs. Those types of roles continue to be top of mind. Where we've seen a little bit of slowdown, and that's on the sales hiring. And when I say that, it's a little bit concerning because when companies are dumping money into sales forces, that means that they're seeing an opportunity to keep growing. It's not dry yet, Tyler, but it's not as robust as it was a year ago.
Tom Gimbel, thanks as always. We appreciate your time today.